Welcome back, loved one. I trust you've been well ever since the last time we spoke. Today, we are going to talk about positive coping mechanisms. And since we spoke about the negative coping mechanisms, the positive coping mechanisms are going to be in depth. Since they are quite a little bit lengthy, I'll just shoot down the points. And then if you need to know more, you can tell me below as you comment, or you can actually go out and search some of these things and see which one you prefer and which one best describes what you would like to do in order for you to maintain your mental health well-being. So even when under pressure, remember to be your best self. It might look like there is no hope at times, but do not give up. Things will get better. Meanwhile, you can learn healthy coping mechanisms and employ them whenever you are under pressure or stressed. So this will benefit you and will not result to damaging consequences like I was talking to you about with the negative coping mechanisms, which provide short-term relief and long-term suffering. So I will begin with the first positive coping mechanism, which is emotion focused coping. Here there is meditation, breathing. If you can remember, we did a deep breathing exercise a while back that could be of help. Then there is journaling. Research has shown that those people who write things down, they get back to it. Sometimes it can bring clarity and it also helps clear your mind. Forgiveness also is something that is a positive coping mechanism, because if you forgive somebody, it means you are not thinking about them anymore. They are not taking up space that can end up getting you angry or sad or feel some type of way that is not good. So forgiveness is actually very important. Then we also have positive thinking and laughter. I'm sure you've heard laughter is the best medicine. Laughter actually helps you release some feel-good hormones that help you maintain and get a sense of well-being. Then we go to problem-focused coping. We are talking about something like problem management. That is where you can be able to determine an alternative solution. We are saying if you want to do a problem-focused type of coping, you can actually have things prioritized, things that you'd want to deal with, and have ways that you are going to do it, and follow the list one by one, whereby you find you've reduced the stress load. Now we move forward to meaning-focused coping. That is finding the good in the bad. That is something that not all of us do naturally, but there are some who always find the good in the bad. You can decide to always find the good in the bad. And sometimes if you've had a bad day, you can decide to sit down and write down 2 or 3 things that were good in that seemingly very bad day. Find 3 things that were good. And one of the things could be, I'm alive, so I thank God, and other things you'll find. So we also have social coping. When it comes to social coping, now this involves finding help from somebody else other than yourself. This could be a therapist or a counselor. It also could be talking with a trusted person. We also have avoidance-focused coping. Now this one, I advise that you be very, very, very careful with it, because if you are not able to do things in moderation, please do not attempt doing the avoidance-focused coping. This could be controlled distraction, whereby you find you need respite immediately, and therefore you can actually use an activity to take your mind off a situation. This one is something that you will need to do if you can do it in moderation, because if you take your mind off a situation, you will need to get back to it and deal with it later if not immediately after you've been able to calm down and are able to deal with whatever it was that made you escape for a little while. So there's also exercise. I'm not saying exercise is bad, and I'm not saying do not attempt exercise. I am saying too much of a good thing can be dangerous. Make sure you do this exercising in moderation. Remember, we are here to promote prevention, since prevention is always better than cure. And with information, you can do so much more on this front. So this is all for now. Have a good one. Blessings. Jesus loves you. See you on the next video. Thank you so much for being with me for the whole of this video. Shalom.